This video is going to be on finding the is. We can look at this example right here where the percent of a number. What is 40% of 50? And if you look at the top, it's, you know, in the intro, it was the part over the whole. So it's the part of the total number and then the part of the percent over the 100, which is the whole percent. And then y'all know that in the previous ratios and stuff that we did, I told you to circle 1, and then you would multiply these and then divide by 100, which would give you the 20. All right, let's look at an example here. What is 32% of 86? So we have the part, okay, we're going to set it up. It's the part over the whole is equal to the percent over 100. Now, when you're looking at this, what is, the word is associated with part. So that's where you would put that. Let's go over and do our line equals line. So is, what is, so we're looking for is, so that would be X. Then 32%, you have the percent sign here, so that tells you that 32 goes where the percent is. And then percent always goes over 100. And then of is associated with the whole. So that's is over of equals percent over 100. And then your of is 86. Okay. And when we did ratios, remember I told you to circle these. So now you can set up the one-step equation of 100x is equal to, and then 86 times 32 is 2,752. And you probably will need the use of your calculator, you know, from here on out. Our object in the one-step equation is to isolate the x. So we're going to divide by 100 to get rid of those. And that leaves x by itself because these cancel out. So we have x is equal to 27.52. All right. And then I also told you that I was going to show you an alternative method, which would be the circle where this is your part. This one represents your percent. And this represents the whole number. All right, if you use this line, it's divide. And if it's this line, then it's going to be multiply. All right, so we know that what is, we're looking for it, so we're not going to have any there. So we've got 32 is our percent, and our whole number is 86. So we're both down here, so we're going to multiply. So we're going to multiply 86 by the percent 32. So we know that we have to change that percent to a decimal. So that's going to have us multiply 86 times 0.32. And when you put that in your calculator, you get 27.52. So you can do those either way. Whichever one works best for you. All right, let's look at example 2. What is 21% of 250? All right, this time I'm going to put the is, which is associated with part, over the of, is equal to the percent over 100. And when you do these, if you go ahead and set up line equals line, and then put your 100 down under the percent. That's the way every problem would be set up. And in these type problems with the percent proportion or ratios or set up like this, you're given 3 out of the 4, and then you have to find the 4th one. And in this example, once again, it's what number is. So we're looking for is. So I know that the is X. And then 21%. So this got the percent sign, so 21 is going to go over 100, and then of 250. So 250 goes in the of spot. Then you would circle those two that are diagonal, and you have 100x is equal to 250 times 21 is 5,250. I'm double checking that. Just to me, it don't look right. But it's right, 5,250. And in a one-step equation, our job is to isolate the variable. So we're going to divide by 100. Mark these out because 100 divided by 100 is 1. So that leaves us with the x, and that's what we wanted to do. So 5,250 divided by 100 is 52.5. All right, and then the alternative method, and just remember the top half is the part, and then you've got the percent and the whole on the bottom. This line means to divide. This line means to multiply. So what number is, we don't know the top, 21%, because this is our percent, and then our whole is 250. So that means multiply because that's where we're at. So we have 250 multiplied, change the 21% to a decimal. And when you multiply 250 times 0.21, you get 52.5. And remember, it's either method, and I'll show both of these methods within the other two videos as well. Example 3. At Washington High School, 24% of the 850 students are freshmen. How many freshmen are at Washington High? So let's look at what we have. Now here, I'm just going to put the is over the of equals the percent over 100. Remember, just set them up like this. Now you've got to find the other two things. So we have 24% and then of 850 students. So I know that 24 goes here, and 850 and of is associated with the whole, which is on the bottom. So I'm going to put 850 on the bottom. Circle these two. So I have 100 times x is 100x, and 850 times 24 is 20,400. It's our job in a one-step equation to isolate the variable. So I'm going to divide by 100. 100 divided by 100 is 1. That leaves me with x. And 20,400 divided by 100 gives me 204. And then down at the bottom, in the alternative method that I gave you, you got the percent, the whole, and the part. So you got 24%, and the whole is 850. This line means to multiply. So you got 850, change the percent to a decimal. That means you move it 2 to the left. And 850 times 0.24 is 204. And remember that you can choose any of those methods, or if you know another method on your own, you can try either one of those.